who is this mysterious and very well-dressed lady standing right next to the President of the United States during the summit of NATO in The Hague that took place this week? Could she possibly be the Dutch First Lady? Is she married to our Prime Minister? Hi, I'm Paul, and I pronounce Dutch words and names the way a Dutchman would pronounce them. No, she's not married to the Prime Minister. She's married to a guy by the name of Willem-Alexander, who happens to be the King of the Netherlands. Yes, she is Queen Maxima, married to King Willem-Alexander. She's the first queen consort to be a commoner. She's not of royal blood. She's not even Dutch. She was born in Argentina. She's the daughter of a Minister of Agriculture, Jorge Zorrigueta. Her full name is Máxima Zorrigueta Cerruti, if I'm not mistaken. Máxima Zorrigueta Cerruti. Her dad was a minister during a very dark time in Argentinian history, when the right-wing government was in constant battle with the left-wing opposition. It was a time when people disappeared and never came back. So when the Dutch government got wind of the fact that these two were dating, it caused quite a stir, even amongst Dutch people. They were talking about themselves. Could her dad possibly be somebody committing crimes as a minister? Would this be a marriage made in hell or marriage made in heaven? And would it be wise for the two of them, who just met in Spain, to be married anyway? Well, she never told her mom and dad that she was dating a prince, because she wanted to keep that a little bit of a secret so as not to bias their opinion. But she jokingly referred to him as her prince, which was literally the thing. He was the crown prince of the Netherlands. But when they saw that the couple got along really well, they were overjoyed. And I think that a majority of the Dutch people saw their romance blooming, saw these people being very much in love, and it melted their hearts. So eventually love conquers all, and the two of them got married. But there's a compromise. She was not allowed to invite her parents over to their wedding because her dad was still a controversial person. Now, who is she? What's her background? She's an economist. She studied economy in Argentina and became an investment banker. Not only that, an investment banker with a social mind, a mind for social injustice. She wanted to make sure that even the poor people got access to the money they needed to create a better life for themselves, and that became her life's mission. The Secretary General of the United Nations appointed her to be the special advocate for inclusive finance, helping billions of people worldwide gain access to loans they otherwise would not be able to get. And she still continues to do that work, using her financial background and her contacts in higher places, because, you have certain advantages when you are a queen. Doors open that remain closed for many other people. Now, the Dutch people, how do they think about their queen? By the way, the guy in the middle is our king, Willem-Alexander. They think she is more likable than their king. She's more popular in opinion poll after opinion poll than her husband. And it's because of her exuberant personality, her warm-heartedness, her kind-heartedness, and her willingness to learn Dutch as soon as she came to the Netherlands. She speaks Dutch with a very endearing accent, and she's always a big proponent for social justice and is not afraid to get her hands dirty when she's invited over to, like, let's say they're building a house for Habitat for Humanity. She always nails in a couple of nails or paints a few windows here and there. She's seen with the Dutch troops in uniform when they're doing maneuvers, and she gets her hands dirty. And she's just somebody who is with the people and of the people. I think, at least that's my perception, that's how the Dutch, the majority of the people in the Netherlands, regard her. And so there was a time, maybe 20, 30 years ago, when the royal family wasn't as popular and people were thinking about abolishing the royal family, because, of course, we spent millions of dollars on our royal family, because they have to look the part, People really were questioning whether or not we should have a king and a queen. But I think in part through the way she conducts herself, that we have a queen and a king and a royal family to be proud of, that she's one of the best ambassadors that we could ever have in the world. She's not one of those people that just does the ceremonial things. Although, the things we don't know much about her. We don't know how she really thinks about issues in the world because she's not allowed to speak her mind. That's one of the disadvantages of the job. She's not allowed to be outspoken. When she wants to say something that could be considered to be controversial, she has to run it by the government and the prime minister has to approve it. And that the same is true for her husband, of course, and her daughters. They have three lovely daughters. So this whole royal family thing, I think most people have embraced the idea of a monarchy wholeheartedly, especially when she came in. And she's just very fashion forward person as well, as you can tell, and very, very open minded and a big proponent for gay rights. And it's hard not to like her. Can you tell I like her? Yes, I do. It's hard not to like her. So who is she? This mysterious woman next to President Donald Trump. She is Queen Maxima of the Netherlands. Have a great day. Tot ziens. Bye bye.